You know, when I saw this Mr. Potato Head at the Goodwill by the pound, I knew I wanted to do a fun kind of joke crafting project similar to the classic Potato Stomper. But the original idea, when I started this, was to do an Easter Island Mr. Potato Head. But that, as you will see as I discuss the crafting, changed dramatically. Starting off very simply, I wanted to use some wood crafting squares for a base, and I just used some cardstock to glue them together. My original thought was that this was going to be terrain, so I wanted it to fit on a grid evenly, so thus I didn't really do a round thing. And this is where the plan changed for Mr. Potato Head. When I glued him to the base, he really had such a look of, like, movement, like he was using his one remaining arm to try to drag himself out of the mud, which I am crafting right now with some Sculptamold. Now, this is very simple sculpting material that you just add water to, and I'm really getting used to adding differing amounts of water if you want to have like more of a thick compound or you want something that's easily smoothed. I'm getting really good at using this for like a ground texture, which is generally the easiest texture, I think, to get. I know a lot of people like using this for stone, but really smooth dirt / mud is very easily able to achieve, plus just texture. And I wiped this stuff all over Mr. Potato Head to have more of a stone texture, which really worked out much better than I expected. Now, this might not be the best technique, I'm winging it. When it dried, it seemed to dry rock hard, so I think this worked out pretty good. I don't really know, I guess I'll figure it out with handling as I move this thing if the texture starts to fall off. It doesn't seem like it will. It seems like this is a very, very good texture when it completely dried. Again, Sculptamold in the larger amounts like this takes a long time to dry. I did some Google searching for some basic rock painting techniques. I should have watered down my paints a lot more during the first few layers, but the washing down with the brown wash did a very good job of making this look like a dirty rock. And then a little bit of green texture and moss and some stippling of whiter shades of gray. And of course, the lovely job that I did on the teeth. The eyes, unfortunately, I kind of did a little bit of a gradient thing with the eyes, which I think is a good effect, but I don't know what else. I could have done something else, but at this point, I really think the project is done. Oh, and I also did a rough job of filling in that ear with, because the ear is hollow, so I filled it in with Sculptamold, and I smoothed it down a little bit, but boy, that looks really nice. So there you have it, a stone golem gone horribly wrong. But you can still use him as a bizarre and terrifying statue. Now, I know this project is not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but frankly, this does amuse me, and I'm actually pretty proud to have this dumb little thing on my shelf. Not all crafting for tabletop has to be some serious masterpiece. Sometimes it's fine to let the goofiness sink in. But hey, let me know what you thought of this craft in the comments below. If you want to support this channel, those links are in the description. If you want to see more videos, that's where you need to go.
Have a great day, and as always, thank you for watching the video.